My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former revenue officer. I was a teaching instructor at Internal Revenue Service. I'm a national expert in IRS tax debt resolution. And today I want to talk to you about my old job. What actually is a revenue officer, or what is a teaching instructor, which I was. There's different forms of people that work at IRS with different titles. A revenue agent would be somebody who goes ahead and audits more complicated books, corporations, partnerships. There's a large dollar unit that starts at about 5 million and up. There's a large group revenue agent. And then there's normal revenue agents who have anything up to $5 million. That's in the audit division. And then you have office auditors that kind of do smaller stuff, Schedule Cs and stuff like that. Then you have the criminal investigation, and the people in charge for collecting are called revenue officers. That was me. I had that job for over a decade. I guess I did a good job, and I became a teaching instructor where I'd teach in the local office, and I'd go up to the regional office in Atlanta and teach a bunch of people. So basically, what was my job? What is the job of a revenue officer? Generally, revenue officers have areas or zip codes that they go ahead and work. As irony would have it, when I left IRS, I worked the 33308 zip code. Today, my office is in the 33308 zip code. I live in the 33308 zip code, and it really is the Fort Lauderdale Beach area, the really cool Fort Lauderdale Beach area. So I worked there, I guess, the last 3 or 4 years, so I knew every bar, everything in Fort Lauderdale, because a lot of bar owners are 941s. It would be my job, if a case was assigned to me at my grade level, to go ahead and to collect all the money that was due for that particular taxpayer. So generally what happens is you get a case in your inventory, and there's generally two types of cases. Taxpayer investigations, where you go out and try to secure tax returns, and for those of you who have not paid money, or you have a taxpayer who's not, it'd be my job to enforce the laws. Generally what I would do is I'd take a financial statement, a 433A or a 433B, and I would evaluate that deeply. I have a lot of experience. I know who's lying and who's wasn't. It'd be my job to send out liens, sometimes levies, garnish wages. So anybody in my area at a certain dollar amount, I was in charge of that inventory once the service center sent me that case. When I was there, I had seizure action. I could go ahead and seize homes, cars, boats. I also worked at a narcotic trafficking program, which I went ahead and seized a lot of yachts and stuff that belonged to drug lords. This is back in the days of the cocaine cowboys. If you've seen any of that stuff, the Scarface days, I kind of was one of the agents who kind of was involved in that. But the revenue officer is the most highest graded person and collector that can come out and work cases. They have tremendous power, and when you're dealing with them, you want to be honest and you want to be fair with them. And there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. There's some crappy ones and some outstanding ones. Just be as nice as you can and be truthful, and you'll never have a problem. And if you ever want to know about a revenue officer or have questions, you can always leave me in my comments. If you appreciate my videos, give me a like or subscribe. I really appreciate it. I am revenue officer, not